go underneath and over the top. He's hurting him with that chopping right hand.
Aranda in real trouble right now. That right eye of his is red. Blood may be dripping in it.
Pascual's trying with everything he's got. There's that left hook, right uppercut.
Esparragoza. Good combinations. Aranda has to hold on here.
Yes, he does. If you look at Aranda, he's got his hands down at his waist coming in with his head, leading with his head. And the champion's just picking him apart.
Target practice right now. Aranda trying to get inside of those blows. He can't do it. He's being hit with everything. I'd like to warn our affiliates that we will be taking a break at the end of this round. Right now, Esparragoza trying to get it over with.
Pascual's fighting with everything he's got.
A lot of heart, but does he have enough?
Oh, he just got caught with a beautiful right-hand counter. That stopped him right in his tracks. I really like the way the champion plays pity-pat inside. He'll touch you with 4 or 5 shots, and he loads up with a chopping shot. Very smart fighter. He just don't use all his energy. Now he's popping. He sees he hurt him, and he's cracking with good punches.
Like throwing a changeup to a fastball hitter. Well,
yes.
It's all Esparragoza right now as we've gone through 3. Since that round, it's been all Antonio Esparragoza, the champion in the WBA Featherweight Championship from Houston, Texas.
You see the way the champion leans in? He leans in with his shoulder to cut down the angle. Where Pascual comes straight in with his head, his hands are down. That's why he's been getting chopped over the top with those right hands, and he throws everything from a wide stance.
I'd like to welcome all of our friends in the regional sports business who are watching tonight's fights on HSE. The sports channels of New England and San Antonio, Sports Vision of Chicago, Pro-Am Sports in Detroit, Gil Miller Sports, the Madison Square Garden Network, Home Team Sports in the Washington, D.C. area, and Florida's Sunshine Cable Network. We hope you're enjoying the action here on HSE. Esparragoza again slowing up his tempo a little bit.
He's just kind of pacing himself a little bit to try to get him to get over his feet, and he's going to counter him with 4 or 5 shots. See how he picks punches with that right hand? He'll stop the punch in the middle and then counter off of it. But he's a very smart fighter. See him lean his shoulder in there, and Pascual squared off. So Pascual's he can be hit anywhere where the champion can only be hit with a left hook to the body. So he cuts down the angle. And what he's doing, he's watching Pascual, how he's leaning, and he counters him. Got his hands in a good position. Very smart fighter.
Esparragoza on your right. Aranda very desperate right now, looking for that one big punch, but I don't think you're going to get it on this guy.
No, you won't. He's past that point now. I think it's strictly a matter of time.
Champ Esparragoza just all his way.
He looks like he's playing now. He's just pitter-patting, and then he's trying to set up hard shots.
Esparragoza had his only loss against Angel Torres. That was back in 1982, but he came back to knock him out later, and every time he's had a down fight, he's come back to look great.
Oh, he's a great fighter. I think the only thing that can lick him is this father time or him not training.
Notify our networks again as Esparragoza now begins to load up as we are into 25 seconds. We'll be taking another break here at the end of this round.
He's catching him with little short shots, stepping around and countering, looking real nice. See how he slid out with his shoulder right in front of the fighter?
Looks like he's content in that first minute of the round to take it easy, but he's really coming on strong. Esparragoza all the way right now.
Pascual is really trying. Of the champion, it looked like he was really sensitive when the trainer touched his right hand. I have a feeling that he hit Pascual on top of the head, and he might have bruised his right knuckle.
He had problems with his hands before, you know, Jesse.
Well, it looked like he was very sensitive when he touched his right hand, so we'll see if he's going to use it a lot in this. Of course, the adrenaline flowing, and with all this pressure on him, I'm sure he'll throw it. But you can see he's just playing pity-pat. He's not throwing hard shots.
hurt his hands before in earlier fights. But he said coming into this one that it was okay.
Well, anytime you have a good puncher, they always can hurt their hands if they hit bone on bone. They hit the forehead or the top of the head. And the way he was chopping that right hand down, I'm sure he hit Pascual on top of the forehead.
And a big grin from the face of Esparragoza as he looks at his corner. He says, "I've got everything under control."
You got to give Pascual a lot of credit. He really is trying, and he's throwing good combinations, and he really mixes punches up well. There he goes again, throwing 3 and 4 left hooks to the body. I wonder if the champion is a little bit tired from throwing all the bombs he threw, although there's a nice step around.
Now the champion looks like he's ready to go to work, Jesse.
Yes, he is. Good punches.
Esparragoza in flurries.
Well, if he hurt his right hand, he sure didn't show any signs of it there.
Well, in May of '86, Esparragoza fought a 10-round draw with Nelson Rodriguez, and at the time, a lot of people thought that hurt Esparragoza's chances of getting a fight with Barry McGuigan. Well, you know what happened? Cruz got the fight with McGuigan and upset him in Las Vegas, and of course, the rest is history. Esparragoza had to wait for Cruz. He dispatched him in March of this year, and that set up this fight.
Good right hand. The champion hit him coming in with his hands down, but Pascual has got a game hard. That hometown crowd is keeping him going.
Aranda in real trouble now, however. His hands are down. Esparragoza firing away. Aranda trying to hang in there.
Great conditioning of both athletes.
It really is, under these conditions, hot and humid here at ringside.
I feel that he's landed just anytime he wants to throw, he lands. He's very accurate with his punches. Pascual, like I say, he comes in with his head, and he's got his hands in a low position. He's getting countered every time he comes in.
Round 6 scheduled for 15. WBA Featherweight Championship. Esparragoza in the red trunks with his back to you, white trim. The challenger Pascual Aranda in the red trunks with the black trim.
Pascual has forgot about the body. He's trying to headhunt too much. There he goes. You got to touch that body every once in a while. That's the way to work.
But every now and then when he's gone down there,
he's left himself open, like right there. He got caught with a hook. The champion's keeping his eyes right on him. He can see every punch coming. He's just slipping right out of the way. What a relaxed fighter. Good jab by Pascual.
Aranda has had to learn from scratch his first professional fight. He's trying to incorporate more boxing into his style. He has been a brawler since he started several years ago. Esparragoza, much the superior boxer.
What I like about the champion, he doesn't load up with every punch. He sets those shots up. He just plays tap, 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 steps around and cracks.
So you don't know where to look for it.
You just don't know where he's coming from. He's a he's a great fighter.
So far, Aranda has been shaken on a couple of occasions.
See how he rolled that right hand and kicked 2 punches underneath to the body of the champion? Pascual landed 2 nice 3-4 shots underneath. It makes the champion fight harder.
Esparragoza trying to counter punch in that corner.
Good roll. Good left hook. See, he's just picking him apart. He's not throwing hard, but he's just landing his shots every time. Boom, right hand. Right hand, right, double right hand. He hurt him again.
Really did. He's got him shaking. Aranda went downstairs, back upstairs. Aranda in trouble. Esparragoza trying to finish him off. Aranda keeps fighting back.
Boy, what a heart. The hometown crowd is definitely keeping him into this fight.
Courage and heart for Pascual Aranda.
Do you see what I said? Pascual come charging in that time. His hands were down at his waist. He's wide open. And the champion is watching every move. uppercut by Pascual.
We hope you're enjoying this WBA championship fight on HSE.
Double hook by the champion. Real nice.
We'll be back with round 7 in just a moment. Scheduled for 15 here in Houston, Texas, Las Americas Arena, WBA championship fight. Pascual Aranda with a good first round, but ever since then, Antonio Esparragoza has been pitching a shutout. He has been the extremely gifted boxer from Venezuela. Now conditioning can be a real factor here, and
I'm sure that both fighters are in good condition, but Pascual has taken a lot of punishment from punches, not only to the body but to the head. So that no matter what kind of condition you're in, it will wear you down. And you can see he's pushing his punches and just leaping in.
And watching the Cruz fight with Esparragoza, he seemed to get stronger as the fight went on.
He's a very relaxed fighter. You know, he knows what he's doing. He's looking at every shot. He's just taking his time and picking his shots. He doesn't wear out that way. Pascual, every move is an effort. I mean, everything he's doing is just tight and trying real hard. And he's no matter what kind of condition he's got to tire. Plus taking the punishment he's taking.
Aranda had that cut over his right eye, opened in the first round. The corner, Hector Rocha and his cornerman have done a good job of keeping it cold.
Hector Rocha is an excellent cut man. He's a good cornerman. He's been in a lot of title fights. He knows what he's doing. He's a good motivator, and I'm sure he's helping Pascual an awful lot. See how the champion gets his shoulder in there, and Pascual squared off with him. It's all those little tricks, those little inches of boxing are a big advantage. There he just pitter-patted to the body, and he's going to set that overhand right up with a hook.
This is about the time of each round that Esparragoza has taken over.
And all the time he's breathing. Every time he sets back, he takes a deep breath. He's relaxed. He's a very calm fighter. When he has to open up, he'll open up. See how he touches him underneath? He just keeps punishing him.
Look at those counter punches by Esparragoza. Oh, he is a real boxer.
Yes, he is. He's smooth. He reminds me of Jose Napoli. He's just a smooth fighter.
A little roar from the crowd, but Aranda's punches really didn't do that much damage. Now he tries to get something going.
Aranda threw 3 nice left hooks underneath. But at all times, the champion knew what was happening.
I'd like to keep our affiliates ready to go. We'll take a break at the end of this round. We have gone through 7 in Houston. Right now, it's Esparragoza as he's defending his WBA title. Champion Esparragoza on the right with the white trim on the red trunks. Pascual Aranda, red trunks, black stripe. Aranda showing a lot of heart and determination. But on my unofficial scorecard, Jesse Reed, I've got the champion way ahead.
I do too. I feel the champion is aware of everything that's happening. He's getting some ring experience. I think he's watching every move, changing up his angles real well, and just getting some work in there. He's a true champion.
Aranda trying to force the action. He took another good left.
And he also got caught with a right. You see what I mean? He lands everything. He's very accurate.
This is almost a carbon copy of the Cruz fight. Every time Cruz would miss, Esparragoza would make him pay.
He just hurt Pascual with a left hook, but he slips.
That ring is getting pretty wet right now because both fighters are covered with water.
Plus, you've already had 5 fights, so the ring has been used up a little bit.
Aranda beginning to look weary now. He's taken a lot of punishment.
One nice thing, he's starting to carry his hands up a little better. But when he goes to the body like that, his hands are down low and his head's forward. And the champion knows that, and he keeps his right hand in front and comes off with them hooks like that. See how he's playing pity-pat? He knows what he's doing.
Good left-right combination by the champion.
Keeping his shoulder in there when they're in close so they don't butt heads. Smart man. Good uppercut. Stepped away, was going to counter him with a hook.
Boy, he's got all the punches, doesn't he, Jesse?
He really does. He comes from all angles. Very smart fighter. See how he gets his shoulder in there? And Pascual squared off with him. Pascual's right eye looks a little bit, really looks bad right at this point.
It's starting to, because remember now, that cut was open on his right eye in the first round, but the corner's done a good job of keeping it closed. However, there could be some bleeding inside the eye.
Yes, I'm sure it is. There's swelling starting underneath the right eye now, too. Good uppercut by the champion. Pascual came right back at him. Oh, man. He's target practicing.
Esparragoza.
It looks like Pascual's cut over both eyes now.
Look at Aranda come back. And he
Got a
takes
lot of
another
heart.
left.
Oh, he just got hit with a beautiful combination.
Aranda won't go down.
What a heart. The Houston fans can be proud of Pascual. He's doing everything he can do.
What's keeping him up?
Great heart. And the crowd.
Now there's a cut over his left eye. People want to see the unification of the title as we head into round number 9.
Well, it proves it's just not the heavyweights that people want to see. I'll tell you, you really see the great fighters in the lighter weights.
Pound for pound, Jesse, these guys probably punch as hard as anybody.
Really, they do. Plus, they have a great assortment of punches, and they change their rhythms. It's just you really see the boxers in the smaller weights. I just love the way the champion keeps the angle. He keeps his shoulder always in front. He cuts down the range of Pascual. You don't really have the angle to punch with.
Esparragoza, in case you joined us late, is in the red trunks with a white trim with his back to you. That's Aranda, the challenger. Aranda has been in trouble 3 or 4 times in this fight, but Esparragoza has really not had any difficulty at all so far.
Looks like he's playing a walking game right now, trying to lead him into a good shot and also get a breather.
Aranda with cuts over his right and his left eye.
What it looks like to me is the champion has hurt his right hand. But with his big heart, when he gets hit, that's when he fights his best. Like right now, I think he's going to go to work a little bit. See how he's shooting them short little hooks?
Aranda countered, however, and then he gets hit.
Man, what a beautiful combination. But he's not throwing his right hand with a lot of leverage, so I have a feeling the champion hurt his right hand.
Well, you have a good point. That's what maybe could be the problem here. He's really thrown more effectively with that left hand. You're right.
See how he's shaking his right hand when he puts it up there? He's got some pain in that right hand.
Well, he does that, though. I have watched him fight before, and that's a nervous order that he has, but he always does that with that right hand.
I see. It looks like there's something wrong. He keeps shaking it.
We have 1 minute.
Of course, you're probably right. But see, he knew he could hit him with a right hand right there, and he just tapped him with it. I have a feeling he hurt his right hand.
Well, ask Stevie Cruz about it, because he was watching that right hand when he walked into a left.
Yeah, the champion can hit with both hands, so it doesn't matter if he's got one sword or use the other one.
That's right. Macho, the crowd yelling here in Houston. Very partisan crowd for the challenger, but he is really taking a licking. Now he comes back. He's trying to return the action.
He's been hit with 4 and 5 hooks. Oh, beautiful.
Look at the champion double up. Oh, what a fighter. He's got Aranda in trouble again.
Got him pulling up with his hands down and just countering him.
Aranda with cuts over both eyes. A game fighter from Houston, Texas, but right now the champion, Antonio Esparragoza, has it all going in the WBA title fight. 10, this is scheduled for 15.
This is where you really see the champion go to work, I think, in these later rounds.
Well, we went into the corner between the rounds a moment ago to listen to what they were saying to the champion. They were telling him to get on with his business here. The crowd yelling macho for Aranda. He has fought a game fight.
Oh, he's fought with all his heart. He's trying real hard. The crowd is a real big boost for him. But the champion, you can see, he's picking him apart. Both eyes are cut. See how he leans in with his shoulder, gets in a low angle, just doesn't get in a dangerous position.
Cuts in both eyes of Aranda, the right and the left. Trying to fight and hold on now, and he looks tired and weary. He has taken a lot of punishment. Esparragoza still looks fresh. There's that jab. He doubled under the right. Aranda trying to come back with a left. Aranda just keeps coming. But he's walked into a lot of punches.
Better watch the heads there. Pascual's coming in with his head. It could be a butt.
Aranda's really having trouble with that right eye now, Jesse.
Yes, he is. The champion's starting to just play pity-pat with a jab. I think he's setting up the right hand or the right uppercut.
Aranda really having trouble seeing.
Yes, and the champion keeps looking at him over his shoulder.
See? He's got his head down. He's going the other direction, trying to get his eyesight.
He still will gain, though. That left hook was a nice little move, stepping over the right and shooting a left hook counter.
Esparragoza in firm control here in round 2.
Oh, he's going back to work again. Up and down, up and down. He sees he's got him where he wants him.
Oh, left hand. A right to the body. Oh, another left. Blood is coming out of the mouth of the challenger.
Oh, he just got him coming back
with the right hand. He is down and out. Oh, my goodness. A left right by the champion, Esparragoza. And it's over. He can't beat the count.
No way.
And the first title defense goes to the champion, Antonio Esparragoza. Blood comes shooting out of the mouth. Aranda is down here, isn't he?
Those combinations are a thing of beauty. He's working up and down, just picking him apart.
The same thing to Stevie Cruz back in Fort Worth. 12 rounds. Tonight it took him 10. Oh, he's a great champion.
Oh, he really is. You have to give Pascual a lot.
About losses to Hector Macho Camacho.
Getting ready to go here, Huey.
As we see round 1, one thing we should look for, both of these men are very slow starters. They'll both trying to go the distance, I am sure. They might take a couple rounds to feel each other out. But the key here is, if somebody throws a wrench in it, who can start quickly, they might take a toe up in this fight.
And, of course, both southpaws.
Two lefties, two southpaw hookers, and you'll see a lot of infighting here. Neither man, as we mentioned before, they've been through the wars, they've been in with the best, and you'll see some great action tonight. Ramirez looks razor sharp early on, and Boza looks like he's very serious. As you mentioned with Mickey Duff, Arnie, Boza wants to fight. He doesn't want to chase. Ramirez is right in front of him.
They're going to go toe-to-toe, although you got to remember in Boza's last 2 fights, he's been down in the first round.
A lot of men who have been in as many wars as Ramirez has would be far more marked up. His nose would be smashed and some cuts, but Ramirez looks like he's just a young man fighting for his 4th or 5th fight, where Boza really looks like he's been through the war, although he's fought approximately 45 times less than Ramirez.
Going to the body early, Ramirez is.
Looks like Boza has a pretty snappy jab right now, as Ramirez, once again, as we mentioned, will not move too far away from Boza. He'll be right in front of him, as will Boza for Ramirez. So the two guys will be mixing up the entire time. Low blow there.
Referee Arthur McCanny telling him to keep it up.
Ramirez, one of the 3 Mexican world champions right now. As you see some excellent action, some nice long rights and some good hooks by Ramirez. Boza gets out of the way. Ramirez right now does not look like he fears Boza Edwards' punches at all. He's coming right in and just swinging wildly.
He's hitting Boza at will right now.
Well, the word on Boza Edwards is he'll take 4 punches to get in 3. A lot of people think that this guy just takes far too many punches.
He may not get out of this round, Huey.
Ramirez is just pounding away on Boza Edwards. Lefts and rights, uppercuts and hooks. Boza trying to come back, but as we said, his defense has never been his strong suit. Ramirez looks extremely sharp in the early going. Ramirez this first round. You hate to give anybody a 10-8, but Ramirez looked so good this first round. Arnie, what would you think?
I would think Boza can't last like this much longer. And 7 seconds left in the round.
An action-packed first round. Ramirez looks good. We'll be back with round 2 right after this. To get underway, first round, Arnie, almost all Ramirez as he looked razor sharp and certainly didn't come out slow as we thought he might.
Well, if I was in Boza's corner, I'd be very concerned right now. He didn't seem to have anything in that first round, and he didn't seem to want to get out of the way of the punches either.
Ramirez in that southpaw stance, looking to land that big hook. Often works the body very well. And Boza Edwards once again trying to dance just a little bit from the outside, but Ramirez, a 10-9 round easy, possibly a 10-8 if he was so dominating. Had him rocked there late in the first round as they go right back at it. Center ring, round 2. Good 2 jabs there by Boza Edwards as he gets some good work from his right jab, and Ramirez once again taking the brunt of those jabs, but working the body low, trying to land that hook. Both men are happy hookers as they'll try to get inside, landing the big left hook. Boza looks like he's headhunting more, where Ramirez is getting down low and trying to do the job. Ramirez comes in about 5'6", Boza Edwards 5'9".
Boza seems to be getting his timing a little bit better now. Of course, he's part of the famous Ugandan stable that Nicky's got, along with John Mugabe.
Good uppercut by Ramirez, some good infighting. Once again, give the nod to Ramirez, and then a good left hook. Not as good as Ramirez can throw, but he certainly got Boza's attention. And it already looks like Edwards is puffing up over the right eye.
He can't continue to stay in close like this, Huey. He's got to dance, he's got to jab, he's got a fantastic jab, he's got to keep his man off balance. If he stays in close with Ramirez, this fight won't go 5 rounds.
Good uppercut by Ramirez. They continue to just trade in the middle. Neither man has used the ropes or the corners. They're just right in the center. Ramirez slowing down a little bit here in a second, lands a decent left hook. A good right, good combination, as Ramirez once again landing far more punches than Boza. Boza just sticking that jab out there, landing a few, but not enough. This is pretty much what everybody thought it would be. Boza just circling and Ramirez stalking, and right now the stalker getting the best of it. Another good left hook by Ramirez. He was trying to work inside. Boza covering up. Hit him on the chin, hit him with a combination. Boza showing little here in the second round. Ramirez looking razor sharp. Another left hook. A decent combination with an overhand right. Another right jab. It's all Ramirez here in the second round. Excellent combination. Boza really in trouble here in the second round. Lefts and rights, right jab. Boza just holding on right there in the second round.
Boza's hurt. He's keeping his right much too low, too.
We'll have round 3 action right after this short timeout. In trouble losing those first rounds decisively. At least one of those rounds, 10-8. Arnie, and right now it looks like Ramirez would certainly like to finish things up here pretty quickly. He looks pretty determined.
Well, when you're in with an old pro like Boza, you don't want to take any chances, but at this point, he's got to feel incredibly confident, feel real good about himself. And I would be, if I was him, I'd be pressing the fight, and I would even change my prediction. I don't even know if it's going to go 5.
Up until last Friday night when Lupe Aquino lost his junior middleweight title, there were 4 world champions from Mexico. Right now there are just 3 with Aquino dropping him. Boza Edwards getting in a nice combination there, maybe showing a little comeback. Ramirez bouncing back with a decent hook. Ramirez just staying down low, using his actually height disadvantage to his advantage, just getting down low. Boza trying to get inside. A decent right by Boza Edwards. Ramirez continues to stick the right jab out there and landing it more often than Boza. Ramirez picking off a lot of those jabs with his gloves right now.
Action in general slowed down a little bit this round. They couldn't keep up that pace. Certainly Ramirez couldn't.
First time in the corner for either one of them. Good uppercut left from Ramirez as he continues. A decent right overhand by Boza. A lot of glove picking off right here. Not as many of these punches are landing as you'd think. Both men a little better defensively. Ramirez better defensively. But Boza showing a little more here in the third round, at least not getting hit as often as he did in the first 2 rounds.
But at this point in the fight, if he had anything left, he would be taking advantage of Ramirez's slow.